Hey y'all, Austin here with Outer World Media. Welcome back to another haul, a book haul, if you will, a king haul, if you will. Did pick up some books. If you saw my reading update, I did say in there that I unhauled a bunch of books. Just kind of realized, hey, I've already read a lot of these. I'm not going to reread them. Or you know what? I don't see myself getting to these at any point in time soon, or probably within the next year or two. So why am I keeping these around? I have limited space in my for my books, trying to clear up my garage a little bit and get rid of some totes. So I did unhaul probably, if I had to guess, maybe like 60 books, 70 books. I know that's going to come as a surprise and a shock to people that I have that many books. But I just books I picked up at the library sale that was a great deal that I thought I was going to get to that I realized I wasn't going to. So I did take those into my local Second and Charles. Did trade those in, got a good amount of credit, and when I was there they happened to have some books, so I realized, you know what, I'm going to pick these up. I want to get to these. I need to add these to my collection. So let's kind of get into it, guys, starting off with, I don't have it over here, but I did pick up a It Welcome to Derry bookmark. Figured, you know what, it's not costing me anything, why not get it? I always like to have bookmarks lying around, but also to put it on my Stephen King shelf and just kind of add to the King collection. Next, kind of starting off here with one that, in all honesty, surprised me, and I didn't even realize really that this was a book. I'd heard about it once or twice before, but I really haven't heard anything about it as far as, hey, yeah, there's this book that he has, but that is Stephen King's Blockade Billy. And this has the chilling bonus story Morality. Little hardcover book, from what I understand. He initially wrote this for Cemetery Dance Press or something like that, and ended up getting a deal with Scribner, I think, and released this. Again, this was like $4. I mean, not a whole lot, but the little hardcover. Just kind of excited. I guess this tells like the chilling story of like an umpire or a catcher or something. I'm sure he plays for the Boston Red Sox. Every player that King's written a book about, which I think Tom Gordon's the only one that I know of, is about the Red Sox. So pick that up. One, again, I honestly didn't realize was a story. So, yeah, next I did pick up, and I'm trying to keep with King. I will say I'm trying to collect only hardcovers now, with a few exceptions here or there, so we're about to get into those. But starting off with Stephen King's The Dark Tower. I read this, I'm not going to lie, I did read this book years and years ago. I really don't remember a thing about it. I really don't. I remember this was when I first got into Stephen King, and I listened to audiobook, and just because I was like, this book, it's just not doing it for me, didn't make any sense. So I'm hoping that changes. I know I can still get this on hardcover for like 15-20 bucks, but they had this for like $2, so I figured, you know what, I'll get it, and yeah, try to give it a read. I don't think this is the expanded edition. I could be wrong. What's the date on this? I don't think this does. I think this is first Signet Press in July '89. I don't think this is the extended edition. I think this is just the one that was initially released, but you can see the Dark Tower there in the back. I do know, as a King fan, that the Man in Black fled across the desert and the gunslinger followed. I think I might be missing a word there or two, but I think every King fan, if you're a decent King fan, I feel like most people know that line. Next are a couple books that I know for a fact I could get them on hardcover, but I'm never going to buy them on hardcover. I did pick up The Drawing of the Three. Again, $2, very, very nice condition. So book 2, I know that Rowdy and Scott, I want to say some other character, I believe they're doing a Dark Tower read. I could be wrong, but I do know Rowdy did post a video saying that he was taking a step back. So, best wishes to him, and hopefully your electric company and everything, hopefully it works out. My wife and my family will be praying that it works out for y'all. But in spirit of that, I did pick up also The Wastelands Dark Tower 3. Again, I've read book 2 and I've read book 3. It's been years, so I don't even really count it, in all honesty, because I wasn't used to King's writing. I really wasn't. I feel like at this point I'm used to it. So again, pick those up. Book three, I will say, book two. When you start to get to these, you can't find these. Book three, I did find a hardcover, and I didn't pick it up because it was like $20, and the cover was torn a little bit, and I was like, I'm not going to spend $20 on a cover that's torn. Now I wish I had, because I would easily could have made like $150 off that book selling it on eBay. But next they did have Wizard and Glass. Again, another $2. So super excited to pick these up. Again, and these ones they do match, I will say. I know Scott's gonna love that I'm holding these up, and Jay's gonna love that I'm whirling my hands around. But I did pick those up, and then next I did pick up King's The Wind Through the Keyhole. I think this is the first edition. I could be wrong. Doesn't matter. It's hardcover. That's all that matters to me. So again, picked up the first 4.5 books, 5 books, whatever you want to consider this. This one again was super excited, and no, it was not 25% off. That was the most expensive book that I did that took credit, if you will. And then sticking with that, I did pick up King's book. I think this is 6, The Song of Susanna in the Dark Tower. Again, just excited to have this, and I guess there's pictures in here without trying to spoil anything for me. Again, they did have book 4, Wolves of the Kala, and they had book 5 in hardcover, but they were wanting like $15, and it didn't even have the slipcover. And the books themselves looked a little tattered, a little beat up. So trying to find these when I can. If anybody's wanting to get rid of one or willing to, I will happily take it. Again, trying to complete that collection. And then one that I feel like gets a bad rep. I know they did like a TV miniseries. I absolutely love the miniseries, so I'm interested to get into this, and that is Stephen King's Bag of Bones. Again, like I said, whenever I can pick up a hardcover book of King's, I try to. This is a little beat up, but for what they're charging, I couldn't pass on it, couldn't complain, and this might be a first edition. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's nice to have them, but it's not a necessity for me, in all honesty. So, again, a decent Stephen King book haul. Like I said, King is kind of my main goal right now as far as reading. I have plenty of his books. I honestly probably don't even need to buy books for another year or so because of how many I have of his that I haven't read. But when I come across great deals or books that I don't hardly ever find in the wild, I want to pick them up. I try not to overbuy, but sometimes it happens. As a collector, it happens. But yeah, guys, that's kind of it. That's really what I got as far as that goes. Like I said, just had some credit, not trying to spend any money as of right now because I am going to Frightmare next month. So again, just had a little bit of credit, decided, you know what, might as well use it while they had them here. So, as always, guys, let me know down below what y'all are reading. What is your favorite Stephen King book? And let me know, do any of y'all remember when The Dark Tower initially came out? Let me know. Like I said, let me know what you guys think of the series. And Jay, before you comment, yes, I know you and Dustin hate it. I don't know why. I don't. I'm gonna offer the olive branch, if you will. I would like to see Jay, aka Faceless Book Reviews, and Dustin Neely. Let's do a Stephen King buddy read. I know you guys would love it oh so much. But as always, guys, y'all have a good one. I'll see you next time.